Donald Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York City. He grew up in a wealthy family, but his father always taught him that success only comes through hard work and discipline. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate businessman who built houses and apartments for middle-class families. From a young age, Donald showed confidence, energy, and a strong desire to become successful. As a child, Donald was very active and sometimes difficult to control. Because of his behavior, his parents sent him to the New York Military Academy when he was 13 years old. Life there was strict. Students had to follow rules, wake up early, and work hard every day. Instead of giving up, Donald adapted quickly. He became one of the Academy's top students and learned leadership, discipline, and confidence. After finishing school, Trump studied economics at the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School. He graduated in 1968 and joined his father's business. At that time, the company mostly worked in Brooklyn and Queens. Donald had bigger dreams. He wanted to build giant projects in Manhattan, where the richest and most powerful businessmen worked. In the 1970s, New York City was facing financial problems. Many buildings were old, and investors were afraid to spend money. Donald Trump saw an opportunity where others saw failure. He worked hard to convince banks and government officials to support his ideas. One of his first major projects was the renovation of the Commodore Hotel near Grand Central Station. Many people believed the hotel could never become successful again, but Trump transformed it into the famous Grand Hyatt Hotel. This success made him popular in New York. Soon, he started building luxury towers, hotels, and casinos. One of his most famous buildings was Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue. The building became a symbol of wealth and success. Donald Trump became known around the world as a businessman who thought big and took risks. During the 1980s, his business empire continued to grow. He owned hotels, casinos, golf courses, and luxury properties. Newspapers and television channels constantly talked about him. Many people admired his confidence and bold personality. He wrote books and gave interviews where he encouraged people to dream big and never fear failure. However, success did not stay forever. In the early 1990s, Trump faced serious financial problems. Some of his casinos and businesses lost money, and he owed billions of dollars to banks. Many experts believed his career was finished. Newspapers wrote that Donald Trump would never recover. But Trump refused to quit. Instead of hiding from his problems, he met with banks and worked on rebuilding his businesses. He sold some properties, reduced expenses, and slowly regained financial stability. This difficult period taught him an important lesson: failure is not the end unless a person stops trying. Years later, Trump entered the entertainment industry. He became the host of the television show, The Apprentice. In the program, contestants competed in business challenges, and Trump became famous for his line, "You're fired." The show became extremely popular and introduced him to millions of viewers around the world. His image as a powerful businessman grew even stronger. Although Donald Trump was already famous in business and entertainment, he surprised many people when he announced his decision to run for President of the United States in 2015. Most political experts did not believe he could win because he had never held political office before. His speeches were different from traditional politicians. He spoke directly to ordinary people and promised to improve the economy, strengthen borders, and create jobs. Trump traveled across the country holding large rallies. Thousands of supporters attended his events. Some people strongly supported him, while others strongly opposed him. The election became one of the most talked about elections in American history. In November 2016, Donald Trump won the presidential election and became the 45th President of the United States. His victory shocked many experts and media organizations. Supporters celebrated him as a leader who challenged the political system, while critics worried about his style and decisions. As president, Trump focused on economic policies, tax cuts, border security, and international trade. During his presidency, unemployment rates dropped before the COVID-19 pandemic affected the world economy. He also held historic meetings with leaders from different countries, including North Korea. However, his presidency was also full of controversy. Many of his decisions were criticized by political opponents and media organizations. Large protests took place in different cities. Despite criticism, Trump remained confident and continued speaking directly to his supporters. In 2020, the world faced the COVID-19 pandemic, which created major challenges for every country. The United States also suffered greatly. During this difficult time, political divisions increased. In the presidential election of 2020, Trump lost to Joe Biden. Even after losing, he remained one of the most influential figures in American politics. After leaving the White House, Donald Trump continued holding rallies and staying active in politics. Millions of people still supported him, believing he represented strength and determination. Others continued criticizing him. No matter what people thought about him, almost everyone agreed on one thing: Donald Trump knew how to stay in the spotlight and fight through challenges. Donald Trump's life is a story of ambition, risk-taking, success, failure, and comeback. He experienced great victories and serious setbacks, but he never stopped moving forward. His journey shows how confidence and persistence can help a person survive even the toughest situations. Today, Donald Trump remains one of the most talked about leaders and businessmen in the world. Some people see him as a hero, while others disagree with him strongly. But his story continues to inspire discussions about leadership, business, politics, and the power of determination. Moral lesson: success is not only about winning. Real success comes from standing up again after failure. People who continue working hard, learning from mistakes, and believing in themselves can overcome even the biggest challenges in life.